Okay, good morning and good afternoon, my dear grade 12 students. So, this is the last module for our first quarter. So, I hope okay na po tayo sa module 1, yung balance sheet or statement of financial position. Module 2, income statement or statement of income. Module 3, statement of owner's equity. And yung module 4 na cash flow statement. Okay, so I hope clear yan. If ever na may mga concerns or may questions, so don't hesitate to contact me. So PM lang po tayo. And sana mapanood nyo yung mga videos natin, previous videos natin, para mas maintindihan nyo talaga yung mga modules nyo. Okay, so now we will proceed to our module 5. The analysis and interpretation of financial statements. So financial statement analysis, the process of evaluating risk, performance, financial health, and future prospects of a business by subjecting financial statement data to computational and analytical techniques with the objective of making economic decisions. So, yan. So, true, alam naman na natin yung financial statement. So, now, we're doing analyzation. Siyempre nga, itong true financial statement, nade-determine natin kung ano nga ba yung nagiging flow ng business when it comes to when it comes to their finances. So, there are 3 kinds of financial statement analysis techniques. So, ito daw po yung horizontal analysis, vertical analysis, and financial ratios. So, as we go along to our discussion, so yan, ma-mention po natin yan. Okay, so next. So, reasons to analyze and interpret financial statements. Ito, kung natatandaan nyo pa, ito po ay na-tackle na sa ating Accounting 112. So, sino nga ba yung nakikinabang pagdating sa financial statements? So, andyan po yung mga investors. Siyempre, si investors, madedetermine niya na okay ang business, na pwede siyang mag-invest doon sa business na yun through financial statement. So, kung sa tingin niya ba ay lalago yung pera na ininvest niya on that certain business. Then, yung employees. Siyempre, um, um, pagdating sa business, syempre may mga empleyado tayo. So, syempre, dyan din madedetermine kung ang business ba is kayang mag-accommodate ng mga empleyado. And syempre, kayang bayaran yung mga salaries nila and fringe benefits or yung mga mandated benefits ng government. Then, yung lenders. So, dito madedetermine through financial statements, dito madedetermine ng mga lenders kung yung business ba na yun is kayang magbayad sa kanila sa mga atraso nila, sa mga obligations nila, sa mga payables nila. So, yan po yun. Yun po. Then, next is suppliers. Siyempre, pagdating sa business din, so, kailangan nga nating makahanap ng different suppliers. Pero ano nga ba yung magiging basis ng suppliers? So, siyempre, through financial statements. Okay? So, then, yung management to determine the activities of the enterprise for planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So, siyempre, so financial statement, so, may different management tayo na ginagawa when it comes to our finances. Then customer, syempre. So kaya nga kaya nga nakikita natin pag nagkakaroon tayo ng service income, ng revenues through our customer. Then sa public, so to determine the activities of the enterprise. So, ito po ay parang sa economy, di ba? Number of employees, ownership of assets, prices of their products, and patronage of local suppliers, and patronage by customers. Itong public, dito na determine kung ano na nga ba yung status ng business when it comes to economy. So, nakakatulong ba siya sa paglago ng ekonomiya natin? So, through that, yan. So, through financial statements, natutulungan po natin yung public. Then, government agencies. So, ito naman po, syempre, ito yung gobyerno natin. So, when it comes to financial statements, so makikita ng government kung ang business ba ay kung magkano yung taxes na kailangang i-deduct para sa kanila. yung mapupunta, syempre alam naman natin, pagdating sa business, meron tayong taxes diyan. And obligated 'yon by law kasi nga ayun yung nakakatulong para sa ating finances pagdating sa gobyerno. So mga taxpayers. So now, dito na tayo sa horizontal analysis. So ito po yung first financial statement analysis. So, ito yung horizontal analysis. So, from the word horizontal, 'di ba? Yung pahalang na flow. So, also called trend analysis, is a technique for evaluating a series of financial statement data over a period of time with the purposes of determining the increase or decrease that has taken place. So, this will reveal the behavior of the account over time. Is it increasing, decreasing, or not moving? So, may illustration tayo dyan para mas maintindihan nyo. So, what is the magnitude of the change? Also, what is the relative change in the balances of the account over time? So, hindi ko na siya explain ng i-elaborate pa. So, alam ko na intindihan nyo yan. So, pero mas maiintindihan natin siya pagdating doon sa illustration. So, then horizontal analysis daw po uses financial statement of 2 or more periods. Kasi nga, nagko-compare nga tayo, 'di ba? So, pinagko-comparean po natin yung previous year and yung current year. Okay? So, all line items of the FS may be subjected, to horizontal analysis. So, lahat daw po ng accounts na makikita po sa financial statement is kino-consider para sa horizontal analysis. Then, only the simple year-on-year growth discovered in this lesson. So, yun nga, yung previous year at saka yung current year. Then, changes can be expressed in monetary value and percentages computed by using the following formula. So, ito po yung formula na gagamitin natin to determine the horizontal analysis. So, peso change is equals to balance of current year minus balance of prior year. So, sa pag-compute naman po ng percentage change, balance of current year minus balance of prior year, divide po yung balance of prior year. So, ito po yung example niya. So, year 2014 and year 2015. So, ang sales po ay 250,000 ng year 2014 and now, nung year 2015 is 175,000. So, peso change, 250,000 minus 175,000. Kasi nga, year of, yung balance of current year daw po into balance of prior year. So, ito po yung current year, then yung prior year. Okay? So, 250,000 minus 175 is equals to 75,000. Okay? So, sa percentage change, so 250,000 yung prior year and yung, may asa. So, sa percentage change, so 250,000 minus 175,000 divide 175,000 is equals to 42.86%. So, this is evaluated as follows. Sales increased by 75,000. This represents growth of 42.86% from 2013 levels. Okay, so yan po ang ating analysis dyan. Okay? So, madali lang siyang computein kasi meron na tayong formula. So, yan guys. So, may given na din naman yung account. So, ang gagawin nyo na lang, hanapin nyo yung prior year and current year. Okay? So, sana hindi kayo dyan malito. So, next, ito po yung example illustrations of horizontal analysis. So, Globe Company balance sheet. So, December 31, 20x4 in Philippine peso. So, with comparative figures for 20x3. So, yan po. So, current assets natin. So, makikita nyo, so, horizontal flow po siya. So, from current assets, cash on hand, accounts receivable, then merchandise inventory. So, ipagma-minus nyo lang po yan para makita kung nag-increase or nag-decrease siya. Then, yung i-divide nyo lang doon sa year para makita nyo kung yung percentage ba is nag-increase din or nag-decrease. So, ito may 12%. Itong mga nag-symbolize ng may open and close parentheses, meaning lang dyan, nag-less po. So, nag-less po yung ating, nag-decrease po tayo, sorry. Nag-decrease po ang ating accounts for that, ayan, for that, pagko-compare natin. So, makikita nyo dyan, yung accounts receivable daw po, nag-decrease, and yung sa accumulated depreciation, then yung current liabilities natin, nag-decrease din po siya, mga accounts payable natin, then yung total current liabilities, nag-decrease po siya. So, dito sa current liabilities, good thing na nag-decrease. Okay? So, meaning lang nababawasan po yung mga obligations natin. Then, dito sa non-current, so yan, yung owner's equity, nag-increase. So, yan po. So far, pagdating po dito sa horizontal analysis ng group company, so okay naman yung naging flow ng kanilang financial statement. Okay? So, I hope clear tayo dyan. So, ulitin lang natin yung pagkuha ng horizontal analysis sa peso change, balance of current year minus balance of prior year, then percentage change, balance of current year minus balance of prior year, divide balance of prior year. So, I hope clear kayo dyan. So, sundan nyo lang po yung formula natin. Okay? So, next naman is yung vertical analysis. So also called common size analysis is a technique that expresses each financial statement item as a percentage of a base amount. Okay? So ito po yan. So for the SFP, so statement of financial position, so the base amount is total assets. So, ang base amount po natin is total assets. So, balance of account, divide total assets. Ito po yung formula. Balance of account, then total assets. Divide total assets. So, from the common size SFP, the analysis can infer the composition of the assets and the company's financing mix. So, yun nga, kukuhanin nyo muna yung total assets, so whether non-current, diba? Pag-add nyo muna lahat, non-current at saka current asset para makuha nyo yung total assets, diba? So, dito hindi lang na pakita, pero given naman na siya. So, pag ganito, pag wala sa activity nyo yung ganito, kayo mismo yung kukuha mo ng total assets. So, pag-add nyo muna yung lahat ng current and non-current. Then, saka nyo po gagawin yung formula. So, cash. So, balance of account. May 200,000 na cash. Divide po natin sa 1/4. 1,400,000. So, meron pong 14.3%. Okay? So, yan po yan. So, nag-increase naman so far. Okay? So, inventory. So, 250,000. Divide nyo po sa 1/4. 1.4 million. So, 17.9. So, and the rest. Then, dito naman po sa liabilities and owner's equity, di ba? So, pag-a-add lang din po natin. So, a total of 1,400,000. So, meron tayong accounts payable na 300,000. So, 300,000 divide mo lang sa 1.4M. So, 21.4%. So, dito na tayo sa analyzation. Sabi dito, the above may be evaluated as follows. The largest component of asset is equipment. Kasi nga, ang equipment ay nagkakaroon ng 39.3%. And cash is the smallest component at 14%. Okay, so dito sa assets niya, so mas mataas daw po yung equipment. So, pero okay lang din yan kasi positive pa rin naman yung naging result. Then, on the other hand, 50% of assets are financed by debt and the other half is financed by equity. So, kung mapapansin nyo, 50% yung owner's equity. So, itong owner's equity, yung capital is ito yung yung cash na generate, sorry, ano, generate para doon sa ating assets. Okay? So, different assets. Then, kung etong accounts payable, then notes payable, pag i-add nyo yan, total of 50%. So, alam naman natin, guys, hindi lahat ng obligations ay obligations ng liabilities na for life. So, ito po ay possible na maging converted into asset later on. Kasi nga, alam naman natin yung mga payables natin, pinabayaran lang natin siya for now, pero sooner or later, mapapasa atin din. So, consider siya as assets natin. So, yun po ang ibig sabihin niyan. Okay? So, I hope clear tayo dyan sa ating vertical analysis. So, now, for the SCI, so statement of income, so the base amount is net sales. Balance of account, divide total sales. This will reveal how, ito yung total sales natin, diba? Net sales. This will reveal how net sales is used up by the various expenses. Alam naman natin yan. Then, net income as a percentage of sales is also known as the net profit margin. Okay, so ito po yung total sales. So, ito po yung formula, balance of account, divide total sales. So, 900,000. Okay, the total sales. So, sa cost of goods sold po, meron po tayong 400,000. So, 400,000 divide po natin sa 900,000 na net sales is equals to 44.4. Then, same sa gross profit na 250K divide sa 900K is equals to 55.5. And operating expenses na 500,000 divide, may typographical. So, check natin, 500,000. Wait lang po, para makita natin talaga siya. Kung 500,000 ba talaga, divide 900,000 is equals to, okay, so ito po ay, so 200 to portion. 200,000 divide 900,000 is equals to, yan, 22.2%. So, ito po ay nagkaroon lang ng typo. Ang ating pong operating expenses is 200 po, sorry. So, ano na lang to, 200 po to ha. So, hindi po siya 5, ano nyo na lang. Okay, so 200,000 po yan. Divide 900,000. Nagkarambol-rambol na. Same dito. Sa gross profit, sorry. So, nakakaligtaan ko din. So, gross profit, 500,000. Try natin ha. Divide sa 900,000. Okay. So, ito pong gross profit is 500,000 po to. So, hindi to 250K. So, nagkaroon ng problema. Okay po. So, possible nagkaroon ng typographical po. Pagpasensyahan nyo na po. Baka ma-confuse kayo. So, 500,000 po ito. Gross profit. Kaya 500,000 divide 900,000. 55.5%. Then, dito naman po is 200,000 ang operating expense. Divide 900 is 22.2%. Then, 300,000 na net income. So, 300,000 divide 900,000 is equals to 33.33%. So, guys pa-correct na lang ako na to. Okay? So, ito po yung susunod niya. 200,000 and 500,000. Okay? So, ito po ang ating explanation sa ating illustration. So, the above may be evaluated as follows. The cost of goods sold is 44% of sales. The company has a gross profit rate of 55% and operating expense is 22%. So, napakita naman yan sa ating computation. Then, the company earns income of 0.33 for every peso of sales. Gross profit generated for every peso of sale is 0.55. So, ganun lang po yung halaga ng natin, income. So, kung i-convert mo, 0.33 lang po. So, sa business, malaking bagay na yan kasi At least, hindi siya nag-negative. So, diba? So, yan. So, ang income niya, 0.33 for every peso of sales. Okay na din. Then, sa gross profit natin, 0.55. So, okay. Yan po ang ating income. Okay? So, ang mahalaga po, hindi siya nag-negative, guys. So, pwede na. So, positive pa rin siya sa company. So, ratio analysis na po. So, expresses the relationship among selected items of financial statement data. The relationship is expressed in terms of a percentage, a rate, or a simple proportion. So, a financial ratio is composed of a numerator and a denominator. So, yan po. So, meron tayong different formula sa ratio analysis. So, profitability ratios measure the ability of the company to generate income from the use of its assets and invested capital, as well as control its costs. So, the following are the commonly used profitability ratios. So, gross profit ratio, operating income ratio, net profit ratio, return on asset, and return on equity. So, yung profitability, so, na-discuss na natin siya, diba? So, ito daw po is yung the ability of the company to generate income. So, ano daw, paano natin madedetermine kung na-generate yung income natin? So, may different formula po tayo. So, ang formula po natin, so yan po. Ito po yung formula. Okay, ng gross profit margin. So, formula, gross profit over net sales. So, divide lang po yan. So, i-divide nyo lang. Then, times 100. Kasi 500,000 divide 900,000 is equals to 0.55. So, ang gagawin nyo ang gagawin nyo po times 100 po. So, equals to 55.56%. Okay po? Kaya, nag-appear yung 55.56. Baka kasi ma-confuse kayo, bakit 0.55? Hindi naman 55.56. So, alam naman natin pag nagko-convert ng ng decimal into percentage. So, magta-times 100 po tayo. So, yun po ang rule natin sa math. So, yan po, gross profit ratio. So, yan po. Ito po yung example ng mga accounts na ginamit po natin para makuha po natin yung different profitability ratio. So, gross profit margin, operating income margin, net profit margin, return on assets, and return on equity. So, ito po yung formula. So, gross profit over net sales, then operating income over net sales, net income over net sales, net income over average assets, then return on equity, net income over average equity. So, etong mga accounts na to, titignan nyo lang dito sa illustration nito. Okay? So, hindi ko na iisa-isahin. So, madali na lang yan. So, basta tignan nyo lang yung module. So, madali lang po sundan. Basta alam nyo yung formula. So, hindi po mahirap gawin. Okay? So, di-divide nyo lang yung gross profit na 500,000 over 900,000. So, baka ma-confuse kayo, naging decimal into decimal siya. So, para maging percent po siya, ito times 100 po. Okay? Kaya naging 55.56%. Okay, so I hope clear po tayo dyan. So next naman po sa operational efficiency ratio. So measures the ability of the company to utilize its assets. So operational efficiency is measured based on the company's ability to generate sales from the utilizations of its assets as a whole or individually. So the turnover ratios are primarily used to measure operational efficiency. So operational. So, na-encounter nyo po to kung matatandaan nyo. Ito po ay na-discuss na po natin sa ating cash flow, statement of cash flow. Yung profitability, operational, or operating activity. So, yun po yan. So, yan na po. So, paano ba natin madedetermine? So, ito po yung different financial analysis para ma-determine talaga natin kung nag-i-increase ang ating cash or yung ating assets. Okay? So, asset turnover, ito po yung asset asset turnover, fixed asset turnover, inventory turnover, days in inventory, accounts receivable turnover, and days in accounts receivable. Ito po yung under sa operational efficiency ratio. So, pakitandaan nyo na lang po para hindi kayo ma-confuse. Okay, so ito po ang ating, kumbaga, operating activities po. Under operating activities. So, ito po yung formula niyan. So, net sales over average asset na asset turnover. So, then fixed asset turnover, net sales over average fixed asset. Then, inventory turnover na cost of goods sold over average inventory. Then, days in inventory, 365 over inventory turnover. So, ito pong 365, fixed po siya, ha? Fixed. Meaning lang po, alam naman natin yan, sa isang year po, meron po tayong 365 days. So, hindi nyo po ito papalitan. Okay po? Then, accounts receivable turnover, net sales over average accounts receivable. Then, days in accounts receivable, 365 over accounts receivable turnover. So, ito po mga numbers na to, yan, yung mga yan po ay nakuha dito sa illustration na yan. So, hanapin nyo na lang po yan dyan. So, hindi po kayo maliligaw, okay? So, andyan po yung mga amount. So, given na po, kaya hindi kayo mahihirapan. Okay? So, 900 over 1,400,000. So, 0.64. So, meaning lang po, ang gawin nyo na lang po, i-multiply nyo lang for 100, times 100 lang natin para makuha natin yung percentage. Okay po? So, yung bali 64% po yan. Okay? So, wait lang po. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, naka-decimal point. So, para makuha nyo yung percentage nito, so times 100 lang po natin, sorry. So, times 100 lang po, okay? So, magiging 64% po yan, 1.64. So, anuhin nyo lang po, i-times 100 lang po. 1.64%, so yan. So, dali lang naman po yung computation. So, I hope hindi kayo mahirapan. So, hindi kayo maliligaw kasi given na po yung mga accounts natin. Susundin nyo lang yung formula. Okay? So, ito naman po is financial health ratios. Under po siya ng ratio analysis. Okay, so yung financial health ratios, so look into the company's solvency and liquidity ratios. So aware naman tayo dyan, yung solvency refers to the company's capacity to pay their long-term liabilities. So ito po yung mga payables po natin. Ito po yung mga non-current liabilities. And the other hand, liquidity ratios intends to measure the company's ability to pay debts that are coming due. Okay, ito po yung mga bayarin natin in 12 months. So, mga current liabilities. So, ayun po yan. So, I hope, kaya siya naging financial health ratio kasi nga, kung mapapansin nyo, dito po madedetermine lahat po ng payables natin. Kung kaya ba nating bayaran yung mga payables natin na due na, yung mga due date natin. Si due date, joke. So, check lang. So, yung mga due date natin and yung mga long-term debts natin. So, yung mga loans natin, possible, and etc. So, ito po yung under financial health ratio, debt to equity ratio, debt ratio, equity ratio, interest coverage ratio, and current ratio, and quick ratio. So, ito po yung formula. So, solvency measures. So, total debt over equity. So, nawala yung linya niya. So, over po yan ha, over equity. Kasi nga, diba, naka-fraction po. May denominator and may numerator. So, yun lang yung tatandaan natin pagdating doon sa isang analysis. Okay? So, ratio analysis, diba? So, total debt over equity. So, sa debt ratio, ang formula, total debt over total assets. Then, equity ratio, total equity over total assets. Then, interest coverage ratio, operating income over interest expense. Then, for liquidity naman po, current ratio, current assets over current liabilities. Then, quick ratio, sa quick assets, so, quick assets over current liabilities. Okay? So, ito po, again, ito pong sample computation. So, nabigay na po natin yan sa previous slide. So, hahanapin nyo lang po yung under total debt and equity, saka nyo po isusolve. Okay? So, equals to 1. So, yan, 50%, then 50%. So, yan. So, kung mapapansin nyo po, yung iba naka-percent, yung iba hindi. So, kayo na lang po yung magpalit in 2% para makita nyo agad kung tumaas ba yung value pagdating sa debt ratio or anything. So, yan po. So, pag nag-negative yan, so, malaking impact po yan sa business. So, ibig sabihin, meron pong hindi nag-grow, 'di ba? Parang kumbaga hindi siya nag-earn ng income or ng revenue. So, yun po yung ibig sabihin niya. So, dito naman sa sample illustration natin, dito to, sa mga given accounts, so, positive naman lahat. So, nag-increase naman lahat. So, I hope etong lesson natin for Module 5 napakadali lang. I hope na hindi na kayo nalito kasi nga, etong mga to is may formula naman. Meron tayong susundin. Sundin nyo lang yung formula, hindi po kayo maliligaw. Basta alam nyo din po kasi nandun na yung mga accounts eh. So, susundin nyo na lang yung formula in order to get the answer. Okay po? So, I hope clear po itong ating discussion. So, ito na po yung end natin of first quarter. So, I hope guys, so far for this quarter po is natutunan natin yung different discussion, different modules po natin. So guys, yun nga, kung may mga questions kayo or meron pa kayong hindi naintindihan, so PM nyo lang po ako at akin naman kayo re-replyan. So maraming salamat. So God bless po sa ating lahat. So goodbye!